你没有看到？
你想测试声音吗？
应该还好。测过。Hi everyone. We'll start in 2 minutes, so please be patient and we'll start very soon. Thank you.
大概delay可能至少超过10秒。
对，他有在说吗？
那声音是 OK 的。
OK，感谢。Okay, let's get started. It's 10 o'clock right now in Taipei. And yeah, so thank you all so much for coming. And we're very excited to introduce to you the term structure protocol. So for today's session, we are going to, in the first part, we're going to show you the protocol and then tell you something about it. And then in the second half, we are going to do a live product demo. So please stay tuned. And just a reminder, we are going to have an AMA tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC. So if you have time, please do join us because our co-founder is going to be there and we're going to update you on some of the progress we've made. So yeah, please join us tomorrow. And without further ado, let's begin today's workshop. So I think the first question we have to answer is what exactly is the term structure protocol? So term structure is a non-custodial fixed income protocol that aims to establish interest rate curves in DeFi. And this includes the development of primary markets with auctions and secondary and repurchase markets with real-time order books. And the protocol achieves scalability by using zk-True-up, a customized ZK-rollup that functions as a gas compression engine. And our vision is to provide comprehensive investment and hedging instruments for DeFi and infrastructure for tokenized real-world assets. And then you might also ask, why did we build this protocol? Well, we built it to facilitate peer-to-peer, fixed rate, and fixed-term lending and borrowing in decentralized finance. Because in traditional finance, fixed income products enable institutions and individuals to predict future cash flows and evaluate the relative value of different investment opportunities. However, such products are currently absent in DeFi. But with the term structure protocol, users can now use fixed income products to earn periodic interest to ensure a reliable income stream or to secure fixed rates to control funding costs. And moreover, once fundamental fixed income products are established, they accelerate the full development of sophisticated financial products like forwards, futures, and options. And these tools can be used for hedging, valuation, and pricing financial instruments. And next, what exactly does term structure do? So we focus on building a comprehensive infrastructure and product suite for fixed interest rates markets. This includes the development of primary markets with batched auctions and secondary markets and repurchase markets with real-time order books for the most liquid tokens in the crypto space. In the future, we do plan to extend this infrastructure to include derivative products based on TSB tokens, the native tokens on term structure. So this is a GIF to give you a rough idea of what primary markets are. So please take a look at it, and we will talk about the details later. So as you saw in the GIF, the primary markets are the core markets on term structure. There are fixed date and fixed rate lending protocols with different maturity dates and tokens to match lenders and borrowers at reasonable and satisfactory interest rates. We use the auction mechanism in primary markets to facilitate transactions. So borrowers and lenders place orders with specified collateral, loan amounts, tenors, and acceptable interest rates within the bidding window. The system then matches orders, sorting borrowers by order placement time and lenders by interest rates. The process is sequential, and each borrower's order is matched with eligible lender orders to find a unified lending rate for that round. So all borrowers' orders not filled in the current auction will be carried over with higher priority to the next round. And in this slide, I'm going to talk about how to place orders in primary markets. So we will do a product demo later, so this is just to give you a rough idea. In the primary markets, borrowers can place orders to borrow by providing over-collateralized base tokens at their preferred interest rates. Early orders receive higher priority in the matching process to maximize their chances of finding a good match and obtaining competitive rates. And after the auction, borrowers with matched orders can access a fixed term loan at a fixed interest rate. Borrowers will be required to repay the loan by the end of a maturity date. And as for lenders, they can place orders to lend at their desired interest rates, with lower rates receiving higher priority during matching. Successful lenders will receive TSB ERC20 tokens as fixed income tokens, which they can redeem for principal plus interest after the maturity date, or use these TSB tokens as collateral in the repurchase markets for additional returns or liquidity. TSB tokens will be minted to the lenders after the auction match, and the amount of a TSB token is calculated as a simple interest rate zero coupon bond. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the liquidation mechanism, and I believe a lot of you are very concerned about this. So the liquidation threshold is the maximum acceptable loan-to-value ratio for a loan during its lifetime. If the LTV ratio of a loan reaches this threshold, the liquidation process will be triggered. The liquidation threshold actually varies depending on the collateral and borrowing tokens used in the loan. And it can be either full liquidation or half liquidation, depending on the value of the collateral. So full liquidation applies when the collateral value is no more than 10,000 US dollars, while half liquidation applies in all other cases. And the liquidation process is fully on-chain, decentralized, and open to any liquidator to maintain the stability of the system. There are incentives for liquidators and penalties to borrowers. And next, we're going to move on to the secondary markets. And this is a GIF for you to look at to give yourself a rough idea of what secondary markets are. So please take a look at the GIF. Yeah, so as you saw in the GIF, the secondary markets on term structure are platforms for users to exchange TSP tokens. And through the order book trading system powered by zk-True-up, users can simply buy TSP tokens to earn fixed income or trade their TSP tokens for hedging and risk managing against primary markets or other DeFi protocols. And there are two types of orders available: limit order and market order. And this is to tell you how to place orders on secondary markets. And again, we're going to do a live product demo later, so just to give you some ideas of how it works. So users can buy and sell TSP tokens through the term structure secondary markets. TSP tokens with various maturity dates can be traded before the maturity dates. So through both primary and secondary markets, users can flexibly manage their hedging and risk management strategies to sell TSP tokens for profit taking or stop losses based on market movements and the token's APR. And now we're going to move on to repurchase, short for repo markets. And this is a GIF, and please take a look. So yes, as you saw in the GIF, repurchase markets allow market participants to engage in collateralized short-term borrowing and lending transactions. A repurchase agreement is a financial transaction in which one party sells an asset with a commitment to buy it back on a predetermined date. These agreements can be either overnight or for a set term. And specifically on term structure, we allow TSP tokens to serve as collateral in the repurchase markets. But please note that the repurchase markets are currently unavailable, but they will be available soon in the near future. And next, we're going to move on to the technology that we deploy to protect users' assets, which is zk-True-up. And again, this is a GIF, so please take a look to give yourself some idea. Yeah, so I believe most of you have probably heard of the blockchain trilemma. Simply put, it refers to the problem that it is impossible to achieve security, decentralization, and scalability in a single blockchain network without compromising on one of the three features. But zk-True-up can tackle this elegantly. So just to recap, it is a special purpose zk-Rollup designed for building term structure as a secure DeFi protocol, while the transaction finality remains fast. With zk-True-up, users do not need to pay L1 gas fees or even other L2 fees when they place or cancel orders. And as you can see in this chart, we achieve privacy by hiding order information in order to make auctions in primary markets fair. And what we meant by scalability is that we are able to use zk-True-up to minimize gas fees for placing orders so that transactions can become scalable. And finally, for security, zk-True-up allows users to withdraw directly from L1 to store their assets in their non-custodial wallets. And in this slide, I'm going to tell you how zk-True-up works. So the main job of zk-True-up include matching the orders, sequencing transactions through a batch, and sending batched orders to the ZK engine for generating proof. And these jobs are executed by the matcher, sequencer, prover, ZK engine, and operator. So please note that zk-True-up is a closed ZKB engine dedicated to serving term structure without a compatibility design for EVM and Ethereum contracts. And as you can see in this chart, users can place orders with no gas fees, and then a matcher will be responsible for matching orders. And then a sequencer is responsible for compressing orders, and this is how we achieved scalability. And later on, the prover will generate ZK proofs and send it to the operator. And the operator will then roll up the proofs and order data without revealing sensitive data. And this is what we meant by privacy. And later on, after the proof is being rolled up to the contract, the smart contract is responsible for verifying the proof and storing data to themselves. And when users want to withdraw assets for any reasons, they can do that regardless of the operation status in the ZKP engine. And this is how we achieve data availability and protect users' assets. So finally, I'm going to talk about the forced withdrawal function on term structure. So users can use forced withdrawal to perform a withdrawal process directly on the zk-True-up contract whenever they experience censorship or just for any reasons. Once the forced withdrawal is triggered, the sequencer will execute a request. And in case the request is not fulfilled, users can activate evacuation mode and perform an evacuation on the L1 contract to protect their assets. So this is the end of the first half of the workshop. And now I'm going to show you a live product demo to show you how the product works. And please, let me go to our testnet. And just a reminder, if you want to find a comprehensive overview of the protocol, you can always go to the docs on our website. And if you want to learn to see how our product works, you can always click and I'll go to the tutorial to see the full user guide. And okay, so let us begin. And first, it's very important to connect your wallet first. So please just click connect. And you can choose any types of wallets here. So for me, I'm going to choose MetaMask. So I'm just going to click there and go ahead and click authenticate. And please click sign to proceed. Okay, so now you're done, and then it's important to also go to the faucet to receive test tokens. And just a reminder, each Twitter account and each wallet address can only request for tokens once, so please be aware of that. And what you need to do is that you simply copy the wallet address here and then paste it in a field and go ahead and click submit. And then you can either click this pop-up icon to send the tweet, or you can copy it and then do it by yourself. So for me, I'm just going to click the pop-up icon. And wait, let me switch the account first. So let me just click this pop-up icon, and then I'll click post. And then you'll be able to view the post that you just sent on Twitter. And please wait for a few minutes for the faucet to detect that the tweet has been sent. So just wait for a few minutes, and if it is successful, you will be able to find the tokens here. Okay, so now what I need to do is that I need to deposit tokens in order to start trading on term structure. So for example, I want to deposit DAI, and let me just click here and then click select. And I have to indicate the amount of DAI that I want to deposit. So let's say I want to deposit 2,000, and then I'll just click deposit. And it's very important that you set a spending cap for the first time. So it could be any number as long as you're comfortable with it. So I'll just go ahead and click max and then click next. And then I'll have to approve in order to set the spending cap. And please wait for a few minutes. The system is currently processing it. So yes, you have already approved and set the spending cap. So now it's for depositing tokens onto term structures. So please check the information here. If everything is correct, just click confirm to proceed. And please wait for a few seconds for the system to process. Yeah, so if it's successful, you'll be able to see this message that says your token has been deposited. So that means it's successful. And if you would like to deposit more tokens, you can definitely do that. And yeah, let's now go to primary markets to place orders. And please note that, as we said earlier, primary markets allow you to borrow or lend with fixed interest rates and fixed maturity dates through the periodical batch auctions. So let's suppose I want to borrow WBTC, and the maturity date that I can select is December 29th, 2023. And then the maximum interest rate here means the maximum interest rate that I'm willing to pay in order to borrow WBTC. So you can just type in a number you like. So for instance, I would like to type in 5%. And then as for the collateral, you could choose any type of collateral that you have. So for instance, I want to use ETH as my collateral, and I'll just type 1 ETH. And if that's the case, then the system will calculate the maximum borrowing amount. And in this case, it's 0.0398. So you can move this to indicate the amount of WBTC you would like to borrow. And for me, I'll just borrow 0.0398. And as for the order expiration, it means that the order will remain open in the market for a week. So that's December 11th, 2023. And if everything's correct, just click submit. And then you'll be able to see this confirmation window. And please do check the information here before you click borrow. And as we mentioned earlier, because of zk-True-up, users do not need to pay gas fees when they place or cancel orders on term structure. So you can also review the information here. And if it's okay, just click sign. And yeah, you will be able to see your order history here. So this is the order that I just placed. And you can always cancel it if needed. Okay, so let me try to lend tokens on primary markets. So for instance, I would like to lend USDT and also select a maturity date. So the current option available is December 29th, 2023. And then the minimum interest rate means that it's the minimum interest rate that you're willing to receive for lending USDT. So also indicate the amount that you wish. So for instance, let's say it's 6%. And then the system will automatically calculate the amount of USDT that you're able to lend. So for here, I'm just going to choose the maximum lending amount. And again, order expiration time means that the order will remain open until December 11th. And after filling out the fields, just click submit and review the information to see if they are correct. If it is, just click lend. And yeah, just click sign to proceed. And you will be able to find the order history right here. So it's also open, it's right here, and you can always cancel it if needed. Okay, so this is all for the primary markets, and now let's go to the secondary markets. As we mentioned earlier, secondary markets allow users to buy or sell TSP tokens to earn fixed income or hedge risk through an instant matching order book. So here, you can also indicate what type of TSP tokens you would like to buy. So this is a reminder. If you would like to buy TSB, TS, ETH, then you'll have to deposit ETH on term structure in order to do that. And let's say you want to buy TSB USDT, then you will also have to deposit USDT on term structure in order to do that. So this is just a friendly reminder, and please keep that in mind. So let's say I want to buy TSB DAI, and the maturity date is December 29th, 2023. And there are two types of orders available: limit order or market order. If it's in market order, then you do not need to indicate the interest rate. But if it is a limit order, then you do. And just type in any interest rate that you like. So for instance, let's type 5. And then the system will calculate the maximum TSB DAI tokens that you can borrow. So I'll just click max here. And you can review the information here. If it's okay, just click buy. And again, a confirmation window will pop out, and please do review the information again. And if everything is okay, just click buy. And yeah, just click sign to proceed. So yeah, as you can see here, you can see order history, and this is the order that I just placed, and it's now open. And you can also cancel the order if it's needed. Okay, so now let's try to sell TSB tokens. So for example, I want to sell TSB USDC tokens. And again, the maturity date is December 29th. And you can choose either a limit order or market order, but let us try market order this time. And the system will also automatically calculate the maximum amount of TSB USDC token you can sell. So I'm just going to click this and click sell. Please review the information. If everything is correct, you can just proceed. And then click sign. Okay, yeah, so it's failed. And yes, so you can always view your order history right here to track the status. Okay, so for the last activity that I'm going to perform on term structure is to withdraw tokens. We have a two-step withdrawal, and the first step is to withdraw from term structure to the zk-True-up contract on Ethereum. And there is no L1 gas fees. There will only be a fixed withdrawal fee. And then for the second step, it's Ethereum withdrawal request. So that means after the first step is completed, you can withdraw funds from the zk-True-up contract to your own wallet on Ethereum. But in this case, there will be L1 gas fees. So please choose what tokens you would like to withdraw. So for instance, I would like to withdraw USDC, and I'll just click select. And I'll choose this available amount here. And I'll just click withdraw. And as you can see, there will be a transaction fee indicated here. So it's around $1. And please click withdraw. And click sign to proceed. And you will be able to see this message that says there is one withdrawal transaction executed and will be rolled up to Ethereum soon. And you can click here, check detail. And just a reminder, because we will wait until a certain number of transactions have been accumulated before we roll them up. So you do have to wait for some time in order to see your actions being reflected. But you can always go to the Explorer to track the status. So here it says L2 executed. But if you go to the Explorer here, if it says L1 confirmed, then that means your assets have already been rolled up to L1 and is now available for you to withdraw back to your wallets. So yes, this is the end of the workshop. We've basically performed most of the functions on term structure protocol. And if you have any questions, you can always visit our website or go to the tutorial guide to see a step-by-step tutorial. And just a reminder, we will have a workshop, an AMA tomorrow at 10 p.m. UTC plus 8 time. So that's 2 p.m. UTC time. So please join us if you are available so that you can ask some questions and we will be able to answer them. Also, our co-founder is going to be there, so you can learn some of the progress we've made and ask him some questions. So we thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.